106.7 KROQ is KROQ, and it is 8 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, my girlfriend takes me home to talk to try. Because when I'm with you, there's nothing I wouldn't do. I just want to be your only one. My friends say I should act my age. What's my gift to you? I couldn't wait to ride home, to pass the time in my room alone. Use me, Ollie, come on and use me. You know we're weak. All the small things, exactly like again. I'll turn to a friend. It fell short this time. Your smile fades in the summer. Fell in love with the girl with the rock show. She said right, and I told her that I didn't know.
Back together for the first time in more than 4 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's the return of the Mark, Travis, and Tom show. Blink-182 joins us in the studio.
Yes, indeed. Wow.
Guys.
Wow, we wrote a lot of songs in that little montage there.
You did.
That was
I know
great.
that we have seen all of you multiple times in the last 4 years, but it's so great to see all of you back together again in the same room. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
You. And this is kind of like our hometown in a way here. KROQ has always been. I always hear Blink songs when I drive to Los Angeles. It's great. So thank you guys for having us.
I was thinking back a long, long ways to the, 1993 or, 1993 or 94, something like that. I remember you guys played in the old building that we used to be in over in the Valley, and you guys set up and performed live during the show one day. And remember how crowded and crappy that station was? Remember how tight it was in there? And you guys brought in the big amps and everything like that. I think Travis was playing drums back by the jock lockers or something. And it was so loud in there, and it was so great. And I remember how much fun that was. I was like, I can't believe Blink-182 is playing in our office right now.
Yeah. Salespeople are walking by, hitting cymbals. I know. That wasn't good. All right, let's start with this. I am a body language expert, just so you guys know. The TV show Lie to Me.
Right.
Based on me. Here was you at the Grammys.
We used to play music together, and we decided we're going to play music together again.
Blink-182 is back.
Now, it's not possible for you three to have been more spread out on the stage.
Well, let me address this because I'm actually
you guys were yelling, "Hey!"
Here's what happened: is we show up at the Grammys, and Travis and I were there like an hour before we were supposed to go on. And the people from the Grammys kept coming up and saying, like, all right, you guys got to get ready. We got to take you to the holding area. You guys got to get ready. And Tom, they sent a car for him that never showed up.
Good.
And they were like,
I'm important.
Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't want you there.
And literally, the lady was like, if you guys don't have a full band in 30 seconds, we have to cut you from the show. Oh. And at that time, Tom walked right in. And they're like, we got to get you to the stage. We got to get you to the stage. So they rush us over to the stage and put us in this holding area. And they're like, okay, now they're going to do this thing. And when I say go, you walk out and you walk up to the microphone. You start talking. All right, and go. And so
was that fast?
So it's like everyone's clapping. And then we walk out there and there's no podium. There's no like woman standing, beautiful woman with a statue or anything. It's like
you didn't win a Grammy.
I was beautiful.
And there's no microphone. And I'm walking around the stage wondering where we're supposed to go, and I'm looking at camera people for some help, and I almost walked directly into the microphone that's like the Bob Barker microphone coming straight up out of the thing.
Like 10 times tall. You know what I remember was weird is when we walked out, I swear people thought we were like the crew dudes coming out there to change. I mean, no, because it was like they kept, the way they filmed those shows for TV, because it wasn't, was it live or not? I don't know how it was, but
yes, it's live.
But they have all the music comes on and comes down. They direct the audience, but it's in an arena, so it's like massive.
Right.
And so the music came down. They're changing people. We walk out, and I think people are so confused as to what's happening. It really was odd.
So you didn't hate each other at that moment.
No, that was a good. The funny thing is, like, we were backstage, like hugging and high fiving each other, and
kissing,
like getting all
weird
teary eyed, and like, oh, can't wait to do this. And then we get out there and have no idea what we're doing, and it's just deer in the headlights.
It wasn't anger; it was confusion.
It was absolute, abject confusion.
Glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
There was so much. I mean, you guys, pretty active online and interacting with your fans. I mean. But I think you have to have even been surprised with how happy people were to hear the announcement. Not that they didn't still love each of you individually and follow all of your respective music projects and stuff like that, but people really, really wanted this to happen. Didn't you get that feeling?
I did. I think that, I think people, I talk about it every day to whoever will listen. I want to go, I can't comprehend the size of this band or the importance to, I think, people's life as they're growing up. Because I remember when Mark and and Travis were doing it, I mean, we really were just out there trying to have a little bit of self-anarchy and make as much fun of people and do as many crazy things as we can, because we couldn't believe the band was popular as it was. We were just like, really, it started out and becoming gigantic at exactly what it was, which was just, just three little punk rock kids. And then in retrospect, I look back, go, my God, it's like, what a career. And I'm still blown away by it's, I don't know, it's nostalgic, I think, and for sure, but I don't know. I guess I'm mumbling right now. It just trips me out. It trips me out.
I would imagine it would. I mean, it's hard for anyone to imagine when they start a band that it's going to become all that and be that big, but...
Now, let me ask you, Travis, because I know we've talked to you a bunch of times over the years. Is this something you thought was going to happen, or were you as surprised as anybody when you three finally started getting serious about reuniting?
No, I was surprised as anybody.
Really? You really, at one point, you'd written it off as ever being a possibility.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, gosh, I mean, it must have been 5 or 4 years since, we had spoken to Tom or whatever, and things just happen, people come and go, and we happen to, just reconnect, and this happened.
And I was reading in Billboard, and was it your accident that kind of got everybody thinking about getting back together? Is that what?
Yeah, I mean, I think a couple of things. If we were chicks, it probably would never come back together. Girls are like so like they would never let the stuff just go. But dudes are like, dude, it's cool, forget it. And like the funny thing, yeah, I think for me personally, because I was obviously doing my own thing from these dudes. The accident, I think as angry as we probably were at each other, it was all stupid anyways, and it was all usually hearing stuff through 10 people to each other,
Somebody else said that they heard someone say that.
And I think we all did some stupid stuff too anyways, during that time, just because you're probably bent out of shape out of it. But when you're in a band, you're kind of family, You want
to know how really honestly childish it was?
Yes.
Is that there were certain points on tour, like it was so high school and junior high that like people wouldn't sit with each other at the catering table. Like,
really? Whenever I sat down, I put duct tape around me, and no one can enter that area. I actually did that to my brother one time when I was growing up.
Can't look you in the eye? What?
When I was a kid, me and my brother shared this big room, so I was like, I took duct tape, and I taped it all the way through the floor, but I made like a green zone near the closet, because we both needed to get in that area.
Sure, yeah. That's the peace zone, and everything else is stay out.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's good.
But then you grow up a little bit, and you get some clarity, and then as you mentioned, Travis, then something life-changing happens, and you realize, wow, what's really important and what's not, and what's really important to your bros, and that's why I guess that
your
was
bros
the impetus.
And your hose.
And your hose. And never forget your hose. Right.
Please not forget the hose.